score, you take it away, get an excellent return, and now you've got a chance to go up 2 scores in this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Triple 38. Ready?
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Fight 60. Ready?
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Elijah Mitchell with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. To lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Check, smash. Ready.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Blue striker. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Black shot.
Looking to pass. Tua. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 46 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Real green. Claude red. Ready?
Lance looking to throw it.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Lance now on 1st down.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Red, yellow. Blaster, 6.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
52 blaster. White, white. Smash, red. Red, cycle. Flag blue. Steel, black. Hut, hut.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance sliding out of the pocket. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Set.
From the gun, it's Tua. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Yellow. Yellow, go. Green jack. Yellow blue. Grill green. Ready, ready.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Right back to Mitchell here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Ready.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go!
To throw, it's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the side.
Time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Right. Smash, red, cycle. Chop, 17. Opposite, reach.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken right at the 35. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And Lance's throw caught by Gray. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go. Here we
Ahead
go.
of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Steel, black. Blue is striker. Blue, go. Ready.
And Lance going to throw.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Black shot. You, yellow. Set, go.
Play action, now it's Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Eagle blue. Set.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready, ready.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Come on, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Hut, hut.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Set, ready.
Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Tua going to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Ready?
On first and 10, here's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Hurry, hurry! Hey, cross field!
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Red, yellow, roster, 6.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Try the right side with Mitchell.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, blue.
Now Lance. And this pass caught by Gray.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
Smash, red. Red, cycle. Slide 2. Hey, green, set.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
A 24-yard touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues.
And this will be caught at the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Tua now on first down. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. 2 and a throw again. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Yellow. Green gap. Ready?
Looking to pass. Tua. And now here's another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over.
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Niners get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Claude Ray. Go Ray. 6. Mega. Hut, hut.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Okay, right? Red, yellow. Set up.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Lance now on first down. Over the middle, and he's got Gray.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Mitchell is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Smash! Smash! Blaster, stick! White, white, smash, red! Hut, hut!
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Red, cycle! Set up!
Here's Lance to throw it. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Gold with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
A give here to Mitchell.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Black shot.
And they faked the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Tua now on first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, red. Drill green.
From the gun, it's Tua. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10.
Tua over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Up front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and a long way to go.
Tua.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ultra. White. Zoom black.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Smash red. Hut.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Red, cycle. Slide through. Hey, check mega. Strike. Check striker. Ready?
On 2nd and 15 now.
Lance.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here we go.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
52. Yellow, zoom. Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Steel, black. Blue striker. Black ultra. Black shot.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Fury, yellow. Yellow, go. Green jack. Edo blue. On the ball. Hut, hut.
Here's Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Come on, set.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Drill green. Ready.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.